What's up guys, it's me Jack and today we are back in Transport Fever 2. So today we are going to do the sort of line from Halifax to Weevelscombe, like a shuttle line to there. And also we are going to supply Halifax. So we're going to do quite a few things today. So we are going to get started with the shuttle. So last time we have built the main line that goes from Rayleigh to Halifax. And so today we are going to do from Halifax to this lonely town here. Because no one's going to be using this town except for this shuttle line. So we're just going to get started. And yeah. So what was the speed last time? 60. So we're just going to keep going with the 60 mph track. Keep with no continuer please. So we are going to go sort of from Easingwold station first. So that's going to be wait, how many tracks should I make this station? Maybe for the shuttle I would do 3. I would technically do 3 tracks for Easingwold because it would make some sense for like a shuttle platform, like its own. I'm going to do 3 platforms for here. So got my own platform. There we go. So we are going to expand this track. This bloody wire is starting to annoy me. Right, okay, I'm going to do it like this. That'll do for now. So we're just going to expand this track. I'm actually going to up this to 75 miles per hour. That does not need to be a tunnel. No chance. And I'm smoothing that terrain because that just looks crazy. There we go. So now we need to get 30 mph track. Right, so that's free track. That's for the shuttle, and that's just gonna be for the main line. And then I'm gonna add. What could I do here? Because to make like an interesting sort of section. This is our junction to go the other way, to go to Saxundum. So, what should I do really? Because we could use this station as a sort of term. Oh, yeah. Alright, so what I could actually do is make Weevelscombe an actual terminus service. So we could go from Relay to Weaverscombe and Halifax to Weaverscombe. So, but I'm still gonna keep this at one track to make it kind of unique. So I'm just gonna expand that out. 60 miles per hour. There we go. So we've got this. So we've got 3 platforms, and now we are going to just sort of part ways a little bit. So I'm going to go 50 miles per hour. What the hell happened then? My computer almost crashed. What the heck? Okay, the game almost crashed. I was worried then. What the hell? Okay, so let's keep that track. I'm going to put this up to 75 again. It was meant to be 75 at the start actually, so then I'll make that 50. Oh, I don't need an update yet, mate. I'll do it in a minute once we finish this video. So there we go, and now we are going to get this track into. Let's get this in operation. Okay, I'm gonna place the other station down. Weaverscombe. And then build the terminus as 2 tracks. Weaverscombe. Is it? It's Wiveliscombe, I think. I don't really know. So let's go. There we go, and then that should be 30. There we go, so that's the shuttle. Now we are just gonna get our signals. So that's gonna be there and there. I just built a whole damn lot of confusion right there. And then I'm gonna get a two-way signal going through for this. Actually, no, I'll do this one. Wait, wait for this one, and then the train can go. There we go. So now we're just gonna we'll make our line. There we go. No, train. Halifax to Will Wive Liscombe shuttle. So we could actually make that station like a terminus for this line. Like we actually could. But where would we branch it off? I think we'd probably use this freight line as like. Actually, no. I think we would actually do like a curve round. So technically, what I would do is make a curve somewhere. No, maybe from like there, and then just curve round, do a turn, and then join up with this line. But I'll have to make this 2 tracks. Well, technically, what I could do is just put 2 tracks sort of like this. So to keep the freight and the passenger line separate. That's what I'm so planning to do maybe in a couple episodes time. So we've already got this, so now we are gonna get our trains. We're gonna get, I think, 2 trains for this one. Class 104s. I think this will be perfect. We'll do maybe this as my shuttle livery. 72 people should be enough. So nothing's making any sound. This train's making no sound. What the hell? It's not making a sound. What the heck? What? Maybe this livery just doesn't work. I don't know. Okay. That's very weird, I'd say. That is super weird. I don't know why that happened. It didn't even work. I'll just do the green variation then. Okay, let's do the buses now. So, any for the shuttle? No, there isn't. We're just going to make a bus line going all the way up here. Bloody hell. That's a big town, flipping it. That is actually a massive town. Like, that is actually bigger than actually. This is honestly much bigger. So. bus. Easing World 1. Just gonna get the bus depot. There we go. There we go, so we'll just rename them. Wilverscombe, Easing Wold, and Halifax. Easing Wold's actually the biggest town. No wonder why it looks damn huge. Really still tiny as heck. So I don't think really will be our main city. I just don't think it's gonna happen. I don't think this is gonna be the main city. I don't know, it just doesn't seem like it's gonna change alt. So we've already got our buses for Easing Walden. Now let's do the bus service for Wilverscombe. There we go. Got our turning point. Or would a turning point actually be... I'm actually making another road connected to this point. So actually we will actually... There we go. Now this will do perfectly. There we go. So bus. We've Liscombe 1. Including it something like that. Straight to the bus station. Okay, so since we have our buses and our shuttle line, now we are going to supply Halifax. So what we were gonna do, so we were going to add the oil well, the oil, and get to our fuel factory, which is all the way here. So we could technically share this line with we can share this line to make our fuel. So we are going to add a truck station. So we are just going to link this up. Why is it making no sound there? I don't know. It's quite buggy. It's a bit weird, really. So we've got this line to be shared. And then obviously we could use... Actually, no, we can't. Like, we should do like a triangle junction. So we could add... There we go. Yeah, this is kind of the most quite badly designed line. This is kind of strange. So, yeah. There we go. Yeah, we don't need that. Remove. So there we go. Now we are going to the crude oil supply. There we go. So now gonna make our crap, okay. Anyways, we were making this line. So, and then make it go to here. So, truck using world crude oil. Now, let's get our trucks. Don't need 21, but we need 20 at least. Make it the crude oilish color. And send it off. Dynamic. Okay, so while this is happening, I am actually going to do some asset placing. So we are going to put them announcement stuff that I have seen checked out. So I'm gonna use these assets, so like the calling out sort of arrivals, to make it quite realistic looking, even though it's a bit too modern, but we are going to do it like this. So we are going to start with here, so we're going to add. So we're going to put a, we're going to add, we're just going to remove the lid sections and put one of these in. That's straight up just floating here. There we go. So we are doing this for easing world only. We are at easing world. Yeah, no one's gonna be going there because obviously these are for the shuttles. Apparently it's 8:02. Okay. Now we're gonna add a calling at sort of thing. So style appall. Next to approaching, calling at dynamics. Easing world. Do the trains even exist right now? Because where did they go? Like, actually. So it's heading to Easingwold. So there should be an announcement going on. So Halifax in 3 minutes and then in 10 minutes. But it only says Halifax. Okay. So we are just going to add now the departures for this station here. So we're going to add our thing is here. I'm gonna only put one of these on and then add the part the calling at. Okay. There we go. And then adjust Halifax, 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 Halifax. There we go. Waveless Rivals Coup. Calling out easing wall. Okay, nothing's really showing anything. Like, that's a bit weird, I'd say. Because I think we need to do it sort of for each platform. So, I would add another. I'm gonna add one here. Easing walled to easing walled, and then add another. I think we need to do this sort of per platform, so I'm gonna add one here as well, and then add one there. So like that. Halifax non-stop. Oh yeah. Halifax. The next service is to Rival School. Okay, that's a little bit weird because it's not really said anything about Rival School. But anyways, we are now going to add this to Rival School as well. So, how's the crude oil doing anyway? 156. So now let's add it for Rival School. There we go. And now let's add this train station announcements. Halifax. Calling out easing wall. Still doesn't quite say anything about the bloody... It still doesn't say anything about Wild's Cube. I don't know why. I honestly don't know why it's not doing it Halifax. It's a bit of a weird thing, really. Thing that kind of confuses me. Yeah, it's not a huge deal. Really? Or not Bricklinton. It is probably for like each platform. Maybe the way it should sort of work maybe is we could add one way to Halifax and another way to Bibles Cube. We could do that maybe. Platform 3 and also for platform 3. It still just says Halifax. That is so weird. The heck? It's going to... Where's it going? It's going to Wild's. It still doesn't quite say anything about, like, I don't know why. I'll have to add another one maybe as well. Hold on. It's a bit strange. Maybe that's for like terminuses maybe. So still just says Halifax, Halifax, Halifax. Like damn, this is kind of stupid really. No wireless lively scream, it's kind of stupid. It's stupid as heck, stupid. It's not being specific enough obviously. I think we had these to the sort of the front. What the hell? For God's sake. Right, okay. So, what we could do here is add it there instead. So, put one there and put one there. This should be simpler. Albert Road? What the hell? No thank you, mate. It's still... Like, I know there's 3 platforms in the station, but why is it not equalizing? I don't really get it. Okay, so let's just go to... Let's go to Bridlington. So... Why did it all damn laggy? What? Okay, so, and then we will add some stuff here. 1965 plus 47. We got some new trucks. We got some new trucks. Class 110s. Oh my gosh, guys. Okay, so now we can replace every single truck now we have with these new sets. So we're gonna start with the foods. So since apparently there's not been enough production recently, but we're just gonna replace these with them. Replace these with okay, and then stone. I'm actually gonna reduce the amount of vehicles for this. So we got this. This is still a problem. The grain, like it's not like flipping it. Right. Okay. So and now we are gonna go. Oh gosh, the bricks. Where are our bricks trains? They stuck. They are stuck. I think they're just stuck. So now what's going? Okay, what we're gonna have to do is reconfigure this line because this is causing blockages. So now we are going to change the things up quite a lot. So we are going to now what?
Do you have a spare mouse pad that I can use? Have you got like a
Spare mouse pad?
A mouse pad, yeah.
I don't think I do.
Where are your old ones?
I don't know, I mean.
Okay. Let's have a look.
Hold on, guys. Sorry, guys. My sister needed try to find a mouse pad. Okay, so anyways, what we needed to do is what the hell? No. What the frick is this? Co-pilot, what are you doing to me? I'm gonna check if I'm even still recording. Well, at least my microphone's still working, but 45 minutes is wild. So I might have to kind of forget about this part. I might have to do it next episode, which is going to be in a couple of weeks, quite a few months' time, because remember, I'm having a damn break. Okay, so, okay, so, we're just gonna still go in the role of replacing trucks. So, now, for the coal trucks. Replace these, taking 10 of them off. What the frick? There we go. Now we are going to so okay, so distribution. I'm gonna take a couple of them away. There we go. And replace it with these. There we go. And then after, we're going to take some of these trucks, lumber trucks. I'm going to take it down. Well, these plank trucks actually. Not these, for God's sake. Okay, that's interesting. So it looks like we don't have a new log truck yet for these, but I'll turn it to them because I have higher capacity. Lumber is going to be the same. 30 vehicles is too much. I'm going to take half. There we go. Now we'll do that. There we go. So, 20 vehicles is again is a bit much, so we'll remove 10 of them. There we go. So, what are we gonna do next? Oh yeah, we need to take all of these all the trains down because there's a whole damn disaster going on. And I did not I don't think I noticed the length of these trains then, so oh right. So we're redoing the entire lines. That can go away. Right. We're on a montage of removing all these things. So unfortunately, things are going to fall apart for a little bit. So, and all's gone. Now it's going to be going opposite direction that we don't want it to go, but we have to. Then our tools train need to go. Goodbye. And I think that's all of our cargo trains gone. So now we got to adjust everything. So I think we need to expand this here. So what was our speed? 75. So we need to get our thingy there. We're actually going to keep things to track. So delete. So what we're going to do, we're going to leave that alone as well. Just gonna do that, and then we're going to make it Okay, let's get that and that. And then we need to, as well, we need to expand this part here. So, what was our speed here? 60. And our speed changes to 40 for a moment, so I've got to follow it along and then turn it back to 60. Alright, so we've got that, remove that, and then 43, 75. I'm actually going to change the speed to 30, and then literally join this. So we're going to join that to here, but we are going to make that slower, so okay, so and then we are going to make this for 35. We are remaking this. Too much curve. There we go. This is a bloody mess. Oh gosh. Right, okay. Let's join that up earlier. So 30 miles per hour. And then we are going to, oh my goodness, 30, and then this is a nightmare. I don't know how to fix. There we go. And I think that will be fine from there. So now let's add our signals into this. So, oh yeah, we need to do this as well. So what was the speed here? 50. I'm just going to turn it down to 40. There we go. Add our signals back in. Okay. So, like, as if this was like a main line, this is kind of how I'm taking care of it here. So, yeah. 600. I think we're thinking things wrong then, because I think I was thinking to do it like from really to 600, but for that part we were meant to go from really 600 to go all the way down to Bradford on Avon. That's what we were meant to sort of think here. So we were going to do it like join it to this line and go to Wallingford and then Easingwold and then to Wilmscombe. Then we'll make it Halifax to Gainsborough. So yeah, this is a bit of a funny mess. Strange, really. So Wallingford planks. So, is this one way or no? That's crude oil. Right, so Wallingford to Bridlington Machines. So it's supposed to go from here. Let me kind of do this again. So, add to here. Apparently, it does not work here. So, let me kind of inspect this. So, that should be right. Okay. Oh yeah, wait. Yes, because we were meant to not go like that. We were meant to sort of join it up with this sort of part of the line here. So we are going to do this again. So 50. We're gonna go over. So I'm gonna make this a bridge instead of having to do with all this drama again. So, and then cross the bridge. Okay, so this is a funny, strange conjunction right there. So now we are going to double check all of the lines. So we're going to start with this here. So, right, okay. So yeah, it should go like this. Goes here. It's supposed to go there, yep. Yep. And then we're going to do, let's check out Bridlington tools. So that goes like that. Yep. Go all the way through here. Goes all the way sort of remove that. Yep, I would say that's right. And then, okay, what about from the bricks train? So that would be okay. It's best if I made that part one signal, sort of. Well, actually, no. We are supposed to. I don't really know what to do here, so. Uh, what the heck? Right, we're making this one way, so that makes it go this way. So yeah, keep it like that here. So make it work like that. That's perfect. Yep. Should go there. There we go. Go, go, go. Okay. And then after... Right, what about the iron ore line? So, yep, that's working perfectly. And then, what other? I'm actually gonna go here. Bricks, iron ore, tools. Tools, I think we saw that. Wheels, comb, shuttle. Wallingford planks, I think that is it. So, now let's get all of the trains that we need. Where's our train depot? That's our main depot here. So, we are going to add a couple of class 37s to do the iron ore service. 161, 130. Iron ore colour. Let that go to the iron ore. To let these guys go. And then we will do the tools lines after another planks line. So that with I think we'll go a little bit over here. And then we are gonna do, so we've done the planks and the iron ore. We're gonna do the bricks and the tools. And then class 37 for the bricks. Actually no, I want that to be the blue livery. There we go. Bricks. And then finally the tools I think we need. Yep. Tools, so the tools factory, I think 2 will be enough. There we go. So there's going to be a lot of damages because we have not done anything recently. There's going to be a lot of overloads. There'll be a lot of chaos for the first couple parts. That is waiting for... Just waiting for that. Wait, why is it doing that? Can I tell it not to do like that? And then that's going to the steel factory. That's another one of our tools trucks. Unfortunately, I don't think I can do anything about that because this is going to be needed for this. That's gonna be restricting stuff. Then Wallingford Plaques. We still got a couple trains to be waiting for. They're still trying to get out of the depot. Now we've got one more. I think that's the final one, I think. There we go. Go on, go on, go on. Get your bloody iron ore here. It's waiting for you, bro. Wait, this can be longer, because how long is this? 200? Okay, let me get more of my gondolas. Hang on. $204. If we have the money, bloody hell. Damn, we got minus 2 million. That's not good. We've not been that low in ages. We've been earning a lot of money back then. Well, that's not good. We'll have to wait patiently for this. But what we have done was revamping that. So while this sole debt situation is going on, let's check on the announcement system. Is it even there? I don't think it's even there, right? Okay, we got it there, but check again. Right, okay. I think we were gonna add it then, so we are just gonna do that now. Jeez, we've got a lot of trains flipping it. Bus station, mate. No. Okay, I don't know why nothing is happening, but whatevs. Okay. So let's get our boards here. Platform 1, okay. There's no calling out though, I don't really know why. I'm still a bit worried, but for now guys, we are going to leave it here for today. I'm gonna check out, I know it will be wasting a bit more time, but you can leave the video at this point, but uh, ooh, is there any other mods for like announcements? I'm actually gonna check. Train timetable. So like, what mod was that? Subscribed. Cursed. Right. It's a code mod, I know that. Script mode. Dynamics arrivals board. So I'm still a bit confused here. Single terminal. Right, let me check out what other mods he has. What other stuff does he have? Where do we find it? Workshop items. So he made the UK signs as well. So he made most of the stuff I use for that improved. Terrain map brushes. Tried to make a map of basically near Manchester. Made terrace houses, building blocks. What the hell? Making, I guess they are making a whole variety of items to use. Okay, so alright, I'm just gonna leave it here for today. For a second, wait, did I even save my game then? Cause why did it seem like I didn't? Let me check. Let me just double check, guys. I'm sorry. Okay, when was it updated? So yeah, 1965. So I assume it saved. So Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like and subscribe if you want to, and I'll see you later in a British Railway video. So this episode, I don't know what it is. It was quite a weird episode because I was thinking to actually my goal was to supply Halifax, but I ended up using them announcements. I got really confused. Like, why were the dynamics not really? I was confused why I did not say the other station except Halifax. It was like I was so confused by it. And then as well, I had to change. I had to remake the sort of the freight sort of hub area because like it started to get jammed. So I upgraded it. I changed it, and yeah, I think it makes things so much better in case of traffic. And we made that shuttle line today. So it was mostly more of a passenger focused kind of thing instead. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you later.